Here we have for sale our 2021 on a 21 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 170 PS, which is roughly 170 brake horsepower in this particular model. That is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase limited van with our full styling package on here, what we would call our signature styling package. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Limited of this age. We'll talk you through any optional extras which are on the vehicle. We'll have a really close look at the condition on this particular van in fine detail. Talk to you about previous service history, what we've done to it during our preparation, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. First thing to note then is the colour. So this is finished in the fantastic metallic magnetic grey, which is a really nice, as I say, metallic magnetic grey colour. It's probably our best selling colour in the Transit Custom. It just seems to work in all types of scenarios, whether the vehicle is being used for leisure purposes, whether it's for work. It looks really smart for business use. There's lots of different sort of purposes with this colour, and it just seems to work really, really well. At the back here then we can see that the first thing to note which has been added here is the rear spoiler. So we didn't add this rear spoiler, this actually came on the van when we purchased it, but it nicely ties in with the rest of the styling which we have added. In terms of condition here then, having a look at the paintwork of the rear doors, and this is where we like to look in the sort of reflections here, looking for any dents, ripples, anything like that. And it must be said, generally speaking, it's in really nice presentable condition. As you can see, there's a lovely gloss to the paintwork. To my eye, there is a sign just here that it has been painted at some point in time in this sort of area there, but that's just, as I say, me being fussy, and if there's anything I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. You probably can't even see that on the camera, but there's just a sort of a slight haziness in the paintwork in that particular area there, and as I say, if I can see it, I will gladly point that out and be totally transparent. A couple of little chips and things here which have just been neatly touched in, which you can probably just about see there, and I can see a couple more just there as well. While we're down here, we can see that this one has got the reversing camera, so that's the factory fitted reversing camera, which is always very nice to see. That doesn't come as standard on these, so that's a nice optional extra. What you do get as standard are things like the rear parking sensors here, colour-coded bumpers, colour-coded door handles, bits of trim like this here above the rear number plate. All of that comes colour-coded in the metallic magnetic grey. If we open up the rear doors, then we can start to have a look inside the back of the van here. So give this yellow arm a pull when you open up the rear door, and that will allow you to open it up to its full 180-degree position. And of course, you can do exactly the same with the other side as well. And in the back of the van here, we can see that this one has got brand new ply lining. Anyone that's familiar with our stock, or if you've watched these videos before, will know that the vast majority of panel vans that we get into stock, we put brand new ply lining in the back like this. That brings us on then to another factory optional extra, and that is the LED load lights there in the back, which makes a big difference in lower lights conditions. Now the Limited does come with this nice hard wearing plastic floor, which is fantastic. It really makes it easy to keep clean in the back here. You can sweep it out. You can see that it's nicely lipped up on the sides as well, and you've got plenty of tie down points dotted around in the back of the van also. And also we can see there the condition of the bulkhead, which is looking very, very smart indeed. But have a look at the condition here of the exposed painted areas. It's all looking very, very nice. The ply liner does a brilliant job with full rear door coverage, and even these little infills just here, which has taken us a long time actually to sort of really go through that in fine detail and get that to exactly where we want with this ply lining kit. But the result is very, very nice. You can see full door coverage there on the inside of the side loading door as well. As we continue then to go around the outside of the van, this is where we like to look in these, as I mentioned a bit earlier, in these sort of dynamic angles here, which really angles that you're not going to see in photos, and the way that reflections move in the side of the van and things. Just, again, all in the view of absolute transparency so that you can make an informed decision. A lot of our customers are maybe not around the corner from us, so this is as good as you're going to get to viewing the van without actually physically being here. But take it from me, this is looking really clean and tidy down the passenger side here. There is the smallest little sort of pin dent just there. You can maybe just about see that above my finger, but generally speaking it's looking really, really nice here indeed. We'll open up the side loading door then and have a look at the condition here from this angle. Just gives you another aspect there of the load space, a closer look of the bulkhead. You've also got the load through hatch, which is on a magnet, so you can clip that up there and that allows you to load right the way through underneath the passenger seats. But you can see here the floor ply lining in there. It's all looking very, very smart indeed. A couple of extra bits then which have been added here as part of our styling package, and that includes the sidebars, the roof bars, and also these fantastic 18-inch gloss black Caliber T Sport alloy wheels. These are brand new, fully load rated with load rated tyres, and I think they set the van off really, really well. If we open up the passenger door then we can start to have a look inside the cab from this angle just here. Apologies for the bright sunlight here this morning if that's interfering with the lens. But having a look at the passenger seats, you can see these are in lovely order. It must be said, I would have thought these have had seat covers on. Looking at the condition of these, they're very, very nice indeed. Same with the backrest. There's no rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. It doesn't smell like a pet has been in here either. If we fold down this tray in the center here, this gives you a couple of extra cup holders and somewhere to store some paperwork as well. You have got the flip up seats just there, which gives you a bit more storage underneath the passenger seats. We always include an extra wheel brace with our kitted vans as well, because the wheel nut size is slightly different from the factory toolkit which comes with the van. You don't want to be stuck not being able to put your spare wheel on, that's for sure. But having a look at the dashboard there, you can see that's in really good order. It's very common to see these scratched and marked, but that's looking very nice. If I move that mat out of the way, you can see the condition of the flooring under there as well, the step. It's in fantastic order. Our guys do a brilliant job when it comes to preparing these vans. It must be said, really is no stone left unturned. In terms of service history then, we do have evidence of 2 previous services being carried out on this vehicle. One at, I believe, 9,000 miles and the other at around, I think it's 32 or 37,000 miles. But one at 9,000, one in the 30s. During our preparation, the vehicle has been right through our van specialist workshop, which is Bridgend Van Care. Now, they have conducted a further full service on the vehicle, of course, along with a multi-point health check. So a full service with us includes all of the filters. So it's not just an oil and filter like unfortunately some garages will do. A full service with us is all the filters, including the pollen filter, fuel filter, air filter. All of that is done. We've put a brand new MOT on the vehicle. With that health check, they did find that the front discs and pads required replacement, so they have been changed. But crucially as well, we have done the timing belt, or what is known as the wet belt, on this particular vehicle. And again, when it comes to changing the wet belt, we do it properly by changing the timing cover. None of those parts are reused, so that has all been changed as well for your peace of mind. So we like to see them done at 6 years or 60,000, and with this being just past 60,000 now, that has gone past that threshold where we like to see them done. So that has been done. So it's something you're not going to have to worry about for a long time in the future. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, having a look at the condition here, looking at the condition of the bonnet. You can see there that's looking very, very smart indeed. The headlights then, you get this nice LED daytime running light around the outside. And again, a really important part of our styling kit is the front grille there, which is the Ford Trail front grille. That's a genuine Ford product. And on this one has got a slightly different front splitter actually than what we often fit, but I think it suits the van very, very well. So of course you've got the color-coded part and then this nice gloss black lower splitter there as well. And I think, as I say, that ties in really well with the rest of the styling. You're going to get a couple of small stone chips here to the front end, which again have just been neatly touched in the correct color, but unfortunately unavoidable. You're going to get a few stone chips and a few tiny little marks to the front end of any van, but generally speaking, looking very, very nice indeed. If we have a look at the windscreen then, looking for any chips in the windscreen, and there's nothing that I can see there. That's all looking very good. As we move around then, finally on the outside to the driver's side, and of course you would have seen this right at the start of the video, but again, just having a look in these sort of more dynamic angles, as I say, looking in the reflections, looking for any signs of previous repairs or dents. That is looking absolutely spot on there, even in direct sunlight, which is going to show absolutely anything. That is looking very, very nice. One thing to mention, on this leading edge of the door, Ford do fit a sort of a paint protection film just here to stop some stone chips, and we do often see this where unfortunately you do get a bit of water ingress there just behind the film. It would be up to you really whether you'd want to leave that on or take it off. Yeah, it would improve probably the look slightly by taking it off, but of course that is there for a purpose, and that is to stop any stone chips on that leading edge of the front door, but certainly worth pointing out. But yeah, having a look here at the paintwork, it's looking absolutely fantastic, it must be said. As we open up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside the cab from this angle. So again, just having a look at the step, the floor in here, it's all in really good order. Having a look at the driver's seat, you can see really nice condition of the driver's seat, little to no wear really on the edge of the driver's seat, which is always nice to see. We've got the adjustable armrest, which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel. You've got your cruise control on the left hand side there, volume controls underneath that, and then on the right hand side you've got your onboard computer controls, and you can also answer and hang up the phone just there as well. 67,938 miles. You can see it's all idling correctly, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Really great condition of this steering wheel as well. We often see wear on the top of the steering wheel, but this one is in really good order. Same with the gear stick. Again, very common to see wear on the leather of the gear stick, but that's in really good order. And of course, that's 6-speed manual gearbox, which I mentioned at the start of the video, which accompanies the 170 PS engine. 2 full flip remote keys come with the vehicle, auto-activated lights, auto-activated wipers, electric windows, electric folding mirrors. You've got a USB point and a 12-volt socket up on top of here, and you've got the same just down here to the left-hand side of the gear stick. And they are really important because the van comes, of course, being the Limited, with the Sync 3 screen. Now, when you plug your smartphone into either of those USB points, that will give you Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on this screen, which is an absolute game changer. It gives you things like Google Maps or Apple Maps. You can listen to your podcasts. You can navigate by Waze even. Spotify, all seamlessly integrated then into the screen. Of course, you can just connect your phone to this via Bluetooth if you want to, and you've got DAB radio on there as well. Air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen, and heated door mirrors. All of that comes as standard as well. So just to summarize then, our 2021 on a 21 plate, no VAT Ford Transit Custom Limited with a full signature styling package on it. It's the 170 brake horsepower model with a 6-speed manual gearbox, short wheelbase, finished in the fantastic metallic magnetic grey. Lovely condition as you've seen around the vehicle, of course, and any little marks or blemishes have been pointed out, but generally speaking, for a van of this age and mileage, I think it's in fantastic order. Previous service history with 2 services recorded, and as I say, crucially, it's been right through our van specialist workshop, Bridgen Van Care, and they have done a full service multi-point health check, front discs and pads, new MOT, and the all-important timer belt kit has been replaced as well. Brand new ply lining in the back, meticulously prepared as always here at Bridgen Van Centre, so now absolutely ready to drive away and start its next life with its new owner. If you haven't seen it already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgenvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the full advert of this vehicle, which includes the price, the description, and the photography. The vehicle is supplied with 12 months AA warranty, completely free of charge. And you do have options to upgrade that to 2 or 3 years, respectively, as well, if you want to. So to go up to 2 years, it's $399 plus VAT, and to go up to 3 years, it's $599 plus VAT. Certainly worth considering for the amount of cover that you get there. Of course, we can offer delivery nationwide, so by all means get in contact with one of the team here and we'll be happy to provide you a quote for delivery. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for private individuals or for limited companies, and of course we can take cars or vans in part exchange. Thank you very much for watching.